This video may be freely used and displayed at will for educational purposes. Your commentator has a speech impediment due to an illness that paralyzes facial muscles and which has not fully healed. Please be patient. The opinions expressed are solely those of the Martian Artifact Research Society and do not reflect those of NASA or JPL, although they should. Hello, I'm Artifacts of Mars. This is Artifacts of Mars Disclosure. Before we get started, I'm going to state for the record that I do have a slight speech impediment. This is the result of an illness that I have. I ask you to bear with me and be a little patient. I'm going to be a little slow at times and kind of lispy and all that. Alright, I call this the Spirit Disc and Pipe photo. This is a very unusual photo to say the least. I'm going to bring the zoom up to 300%. And we're going to get started by looking at the disc object. This is from Spirit Sol 456. Here we have an unusual disc object which seems to be attached to the left here. Strange object. This could not have been formed by nature. Why? If this was formed by lava, then the gravity would have pulled this down. I mean, it wouldn't be flat the way it is. If you take a bunch of taffy or something and you try to drape it on a rock or something like that, it's just going to melt down, so to speak, and just be icky. So, no, this is not natural whatsoever. But there's more to this than that. If we look around here, we have a covering. And inside this covering, we see a shiny metallic object. No question about it, it's not natural. I just tweaked the lighting just a little bit. You gotta keep my hand off that little mouse wheel. This is kind of narrow at the bottom and gets larger at the top. It looks like some sort of machine, that's all I can say about it. Over here is another part, possibly with holes in it. Don't know what that does. It's interesting to note. Now we're going to look at the pipe, because I gotta move right along here. This pipe sticks up, it goes across. One more time, sticks up. You see it going down here, next here, and then goes down into the ground. Rocks don't do that. Once again, a lava flow would not produce such an effect. And furthermore, this is within our range of what we know as far as knowledge. So this is a pipe. That's good. That's an identification. What it does, what kind of fluid it carries, we don't know that. But there's no question that it's a pipe. That's good. That's an identification. And we're going to move along. Okay, let's be a little patient while we're moving the sliders and adjusting the lighting a little. That's about the best we're going to get on this. I call this object an ant. But it's not an ant at all, it's just a term I use for it. It actually has a component underneath here, and it sticks up. And it goes across on top here, and possibly connects right over here with a pipe. That's the way it looks. Open in front here, open on the side here. This whole thing is artificial. What it does, once again, we don't know. But we're seeing more piping like we did with the pipe over here. So we got some sort of machine buried underground here. I'm quite certain of it. And to top it off, we're going to take a look at another object over on the right. This strange object is flat on top and on the sides. Sticks out of the ground at an angle. I don't believe that's pillar, basalt, or anything like that. I believe that's an actual artifact. Flat on top. It looks very sharp and clean like it was manufactured. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to take a look at another couple objects. These two may be natural. They look awful similar on the front of them. No, it's really rough here and we have objects sticking out. So these are probably not natural, but we don't get to see the full object, so we can't tell for sure. Then we'll take one quick look at the ridge before we close up. We have one shiny metallic object here. Very strange. Has kind of a foot here and then goes up. Looking across, we see plenty of objects here on the ridge, which definitely don't look like candidates for being natural. We're seeing lots of right angles and parallel angles and all sorts. This object is very mysterious. And I just moved the slider. Here we have kind of a bridge-like object. We don't know what that is. This is an arch. Many interesting things on that ridge. And here we have a shack-like object. Probably not a boulder. Could be, but odds are a little bit against it, given everything we've seen. So there we have it. This is largely a machine-style area. Seems to be a lot of different machine artifacts in it. And 3 is a lot. The question is, why has NASA not told the public this? And, you know, that's something only they can tell us. Well, anyway, we're going to get truth out of them as for you out there and myself put pressure on them and demand the answers. I've tried to show you the truth. Now it's up to you to demand the answers. This is Artifacts of Mars. Thank you for your kind attention. Have a nice day.